3회 영어 듣기 말하기 모의고사 1번부터 17번까지는 듣고 답하는 문제입니다. 1번부터 15번까지는 한 번만 들려주고 16번부터 17번까지는 두 번 들려줍니다. 방송을 잘 듣고 답을 하기 바랍니다. 1번 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Hey, James, you know Linda's birthday party is tomorrow, right?
Yes, it's going to be really exciting. Did you get a present for her?
Not yet. Would you go out and look for a good one with me?
(2번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Hi, Chloe. What are you reading?
It's a magazine article about ebooks. It says ebooks are very handy and have many other advantages.
Does it mention any downsides of using ebooks?
(3번) 다음을 듣고 남자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Can I have your attention, please? I'd like to thank you all for coming here to our store on such a rainy Tuesday morning. Of course, the reason you're here is the woman sitting at the table behind me. Charlotte Chapman has certainly made a name for herself in the literary field, and she's done so at an amazingly early age. There are even some who credit her with reviving our nation's slumping publishing industry all on her own. She'll be signing copies of her latest work of fiction for the next hour. So if you can all form an orderly line, we can get started right away.
(4번) 다음을 듣고 여자가 하는 말의 주제로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
One of the best ways to maintain a healthy body weight is through dieting. However, people sometimes try to lose too much weight in order to look like the celebrities they see on television and in movies. When this happens, dieting can lead to two very dangerous health problems. The first is bulimia. This is when a person vomits immediately after eating so that their body does not absorb any nutrients. The second condition is anorexia. This is when a person refuses to eat.
(5번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람의 관계를 가장 잘 나타낸 것을 고르시오.
Thank you for calling RCI. How can I help you?
I have a few questions about the international call program you advertise on TV.
Certainly. Can I first ask if you currently have an account with RCI?
Not now, no. I did in the past, but I switched over to Telesmart when I moved.
Well, actually, we offer a special discount to return customers.
Do you? I didn't realize that.
Yes. You'll get 5% off on the initial installation charges.
That's good to know. Now, can I ask a few questions about the international plan?
Let me transfer you to the person in charge. You'll have to hold for a few seconds.
Sure, no problem.
(6번) 대화를 듣고 그림에서 대화의 내용과 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Do we have plans for this weekend?
We're supposed to take care of our cousin Jacob, remember?
Oh, right. Then why don't we take him to the nearby park?
That sounds great. We can have our picnic by the trees next to the pond.
Jacob is only 5. Letting him be around the pond seems too dangerous.
That's true. Then maybe we can eat by the deer statue.
Yes, that would be good.
Then you and Jacob can run on the running trail. I can sit on the bench by the trail and watch you run.
I'm afraid he might get hit by a bicycle.
No, people aren't allowed to ride bicycles there, so it will be safe.
Okay, it will be fun.
(7번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 할 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
I think it's about time we finalized our plans for the upcoming summer vacation.
I agree. And I think we should take that cruise through Italy and Greece that we talked about.
Really? To be honest, I think we should go trekking in the Alps instead.
But you said the cruise sounded fantastic.
It does, but it also sounds really expensive.
Not necessarily. Do you know anyone who works in the travel industry?
Oh, my cousin Andrew works at a travel agency. I have his business card right here.
That's great. He could probably give us some good information about prices.
Why don't we have him over for dinner and discuss it over a nice meal?
That sounds like a good plan.
I'll give him a call.
(8번) 대화를 듣고 여자가 남자에게 부탁한 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Hi, Gwen. Welcome back to work. Sorry to hear about your accident the other day.
Thanks. I'm happy to have escaped uninjured.
Yeah, you were quite lucky. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Actually, my car's going to be in the shop for 2 weeks.
All right. Do you need me to drive you to and from work?
Well, I can use my husband's car on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He works from home on those days.
Wow, I envy him.
Me too. Anyway, why don't I drive us on those days and you can drive on the others?
Sure, that's a great idea.
Great. It will make my life much easier.
(9번) 대화를 듣고 자동차에 관해 두 사람이 언급하지 않은 것을 고르시오.
Hi, I'm looking for a new car. I need something inexpensive.
Well, we have a special budget model. It's the cheapest one we have.
What's it called?
The model is called the Extra. It was just released last month.
I see. How much does it cost?
The normal price is $12,000, but we also have an installment plan.
Can you tell me about that?
If you pay $1,000 now, you'll pay just $200 a month for the next 5 years.
That sounds reasonable. Can I take it for a test drive?
Yes, I think you'll find that it drives quite well.
I hope so. Where is it?
It's the red car over there. I'll just need to see your driver's license first.
(10번) 대화를 듣고 남자가 출근하는 데 걸리는 총 시간을 고르시오.
Good morning, Tony. How was your first night in the new home?
Well, I'm still pretty disorganized, but I slept like a baby.
Great. Any problems getting to work?
Nope. Actually, I got here about 15 minutes earlier than I expected.
Wow. Did you take the subway?
Yes. The station is just a 10-minute walk from my new home.
So I guess the subway would take 40 minutes, right? You have to transfer lines, don't you?
Actually, I decided to take the direct train to Riverside Station. It takes half the time.
Good thinking. So how long does it take to walk from that station to the office?
Just 15 minutes. And I really enjoyed the exercise.
Good for you.
(11번) 드론즈에 관한 다음 내용을 듣고 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
The U.S. military is increasing its use of drones, unmanned aircraft that can be flown remotely. Experts predict that 10 years from now, as many as 30,000 drones could be in use. Though often seen in war zones, not all drones attack the opposition's target. Many are used for gathering information through video cameras attached to the drone. In fact, so much information is produced that the U.S. Air Force employs about 70,000 people to analyze the data. Drones are being tested for civilian use as well. This means that police officials, firefighters, and emergency medical responders could be using the technology in their own operations. Love them or hate them, it seems that drones are here to stay.
(12번) 다음 스케줄표를 보면서 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 만날 시간을 고르시오.
When are you free to get together and discuss our class project?
I'll check my schedule for the week.
I was thinking we could meet in the afternoon on Thursday.
No, I've got a science class then. How about Tuesday morning instead?
In the morning? Sorry, but I promised my friend I'd help her with her homework.
All right. Well, most of my evenings are taken up. What about Thursday after my class?
No, I have a computer class at that time. I'm free the next day, though.
Okay. Are you free all day?
Not in the morning, but I'm available any time after that.
All right then. It looks like that's the only time we can meet.
Okay, I'll mark the date on my daily planner. I'll see you then.
(13번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Good afternoon. Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Just these 3 boxes of instant coffee, please.
Wow, you must really be a big coffee drinker.
Oh, they're not all for me. My boss asked me to buy them for the office.
Oh, I see. They're $8 each, so your total is $24.
Really? That's a bit more than I expected.
Yes, coffee prices recently went up. Would you like to pay by cash or card?
Card, please. Oh, wait a minute. I must have left my card in the office.
So I guess you'll be paying in cash?
Yes, but I only have a $20 bill.
(14번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Ji-sun, can I ask you a quick question?
Oh, hi, Minsu. Sure, go ahead.
I was wondering if you were almost finished with the copy machine. I've been waiting for almost 15 minutes.
Oh, no, not even close. I still have nearly 100 copies of this project to make. It should take me about another half an hour.
Half an hour? You should let people know if you're going to be using the copy machine for such a long time.
Actually, I sent an email to everyone suggesting they use the machines on the 4th or 5th floor.
Did you? Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't checked my email this morning.
That's okay. I know this is inconvenient for everyone, but it was unavoidable.
(15번) 다음 상황 설명을 듣고 미스터 월리스가 세입자에게 할 말로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Mr. Wallace is an elderly man. In his youth, he purchased several apartment buildings in a poor neighborhood. As the neighborhood improved over the years, rents rose higher and higher, and now Mr. Wallace is extremely wealthy. For several decades, he has worked hard, personally taking care of all the problems of the residents of his buildings. Now, however, he has decided to move to Spain, and live a life of comfort and relaxation. He has hired a building manager to take care of any problems in his buildings in the future. Several days before he is scheduled to leave, one of Mr. Wallace's tenants calls to tell him that a pipe is leaking. In this situation, what would Mr. Wallace most likely say to the tenant?
(16번부터 17번까지는 2번 들려줍니다. 16번과 17번 다음을 듣고 물음에 답하시오.
When applying for a job, your resume is one way for potential employers to learn about your work history. However, many people forget that a cover letter is also an important part of the process. A cover letter is an introduction of yourself and is usually the first information an employer will have about you. Your cover letter should explain which job you would like to apply for. You should then include comments about why you would be well suited for the position. For example, you could explain about skills and personality traits that would be useful to the company's work environment. If you have any special achievements, such as company awards, they should also be mentioned. While it's fine to send the same resume to multiple companies, you should never do this with cover letters. Instead, personalize the letter to highlight the specific traits of each company you are interested in. Employers like to see that you have taken the time to research their company prior to submitting an application.
다시 한번 듣겠습니다.
When applying for a job, your resume is one way for potential employers to learn about your work history. However, many people forget that a cover letter is also an important part of the process. A cover letter is an introduction of yourself and is usually the first information an employer will have about you. Your cover letter should explain which job you would like to apply for. You should then include comments about why you would be well suited for the position. For example, you could explain about skills and personality traits that would be useful to the company's work environment. If you have any special achievements, such as company awards, they should also be mentioned. While it's fine to send the same resume to multiple companies, you should never do this with cover letters. Instead, personalize the letter to highlight the specific traits of each company you are interested in. Employers like to see that you have taken the time to research their company prior to submitting an application.
16번 여자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것은? (17번) 커버레터에 포함되어야 할 내용으로 언급되지 않은 것은?